Alrighty. So when last we left off, you guys had gotten into the city of Volta. You guys had kind of gone your separate ways. Zeke, you had gotten a little bit inebriated. Xandar puts you down to bed at a local inn and leaves a note on your body and heads out. Um, Eventually, you wake up. Um, Anybody want to roll a? Go ahead and everybody roll a d20 for me. We'll see who resolves first.
Oh, where'd my darn sheet go?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Now the D20, that's in roll 20, right?
you can do it on roll 20. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Is it in the character sheet also?
you could roll one from D&D Beyond as well. Yeah.
All right, which one do we do? I'm sorry.
You just roll D20
We
from
gotta find
any
it.
sheet that you want to.
I'm hunting for D20 though. I mean,
If you're on the roll 20, go to the top left, the little drop downs over there, the arrow, the brush,
oh,
magnifying
okay.
glass, and then you'll see the dice.
Yeah,
Hover over that.
D22. Yeah,
No,
D22. Three.
no, just the one. Just click D20.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Alrighty. So Karathu, you are heading towards the factory, I believe, right? You were following the automatons.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you see they hold their arms out, and one of these moving trolleys throughout the city, powered by like these magical like sparks or whatever, comes to a stop, and they present their arms forward and they step on.
Follow them on, I guess.
So you hop on board. You're greeted by another automaton. Greetings. Do you have a trolley pass?
Nope. I'm with these two.
You must buy a trolley pass to board the metro. Please leave.
I'm an official representative. If I flash my badge at him.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay, so I took actor as a feat. So if I'm trying to pretend to be another person, I get advantage on my persuasion rolls.
So this will be neutral.
Or I guess this is is this deception roll then?
I mean it's either way.
All right, I got to do deception because that's the one I get my. Actually, is it deception and persuasion? I think it's. I gotta look. Whatever, I'll just do deception.
Jesus Christ.
I've been pumping. Those are my two strongest things now. As well, that sleight of hand, dex. I don't know.
So yeah, you. I would say you managed to very quickly stepping on as your hand goes over like some of the railing. You grab one of the bracelets that somebody else is wearing, and as you move your hand forward, oh, my apologies. And he scans your hand.
Sweet. I guess I'm just gonna ride the trolley.
Alrighty. So this thing zooms off with a sudden burst of energy, going uptown. Eventually, it makes a left turn. Before it reaches the end of the line, you see they get off. Um, they go to board another one. Um, do you still follow them? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I was gonna go see their boss.
So yeah, basically this just repeats over and over where they're taking certain lines to go up, and eventually you reach the district of Booton's Gate, um, where you see this gigantic factory in front of you. Um, Basically, all you can hear is like the faint sounds of like hammers and like metal grinding. Um, and you're able to see like smoke clouds pouring into the sky. Um, You continue following.
Yep.
Alrighty. Um, so
Someone
you
came prepared.
reach you reach a gate that is like barred across. These two automatons filed in line. There's multiple more automatons in front of them. Only not like an innumerable amount. Probably only like 5 or 6. Um, and they're all like turning to the greeter, identifying themselves, and then being let through one at a time. RA7551. He's let through.
And guest.
UZ7227. He's let on through.
And
Uh,
guest.
he turns to the greeter. There is a human with information pertinent to our creator. Please let him pass. He turns back and continues walking forward. Um, all right, so you're the humanoid they were talking about.
Carethu, official representative of what was that First Nation we went to where we actually talked to the like priests or something about the um phylactery?
So that would be Angora.
Yeah. Angora. In service to the crown of Angora.
Uh, go ahead and make a deception check.
Do I get advantage on that one or is that
Yeah, that one's regular. This is a human, or well, a humanoid. He's a goblin. Jesus Christ. Alrighty, sir. Uh, welcome too. I'm guessing you know what you gotta go, so just follow the bots.
sweet?
So you go in. It seems to kind of be a mix of like humanoid workers and automatons doing other jobs. Um, I'm guessing, find your way to one of the like kind of main offices, the biggest and most important looking place of it.
Perfect.
Um, yeah. Uh, you open the door to the offices. You see a couple automatons and people sitting around working on papers and things.
I use thaumaturgy on my voice to make it boom. Greetings from the world of tomorrow.
Greetings, but today is not tomorrow.
Well, there won't be a tomorrow unless you listen to me closely. Hey, I'm on official business from the King of Angora, and I need to talk to whoever's in charge of this town and this building. There's not a moment to lose.
Do you mean the head of security or the head of the company?
Whoever can get me to whoever runs this city. I assume it's that Senate, since they were talking about that Senate building.
Um, you see the automaton kind of looks a little bit confused at your request. I repeat, the head of security or the head of the factory?
The head of the factory.
Affirmative. Um, he stands up very suddenly and leads you to some of the like through some of the hallways and corridors and stuff. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I'm rolling well today.
Yeah, you're rolling surprisingly well. Um, you see, like there's some people that have like these kind of mercenary looking outfits, like maybe there's like hired security or something. One of them that's like wielding like a chain um is eyeing you kind of funnily. Um, but as you pass by, he doesn't really do anything.
Ignore them.
All
They're
right.
beneath me as an official representative.
All right. Eventually, you're taken to kind of what is a workshop. You see like open bottles and like things strewn about, all sorts of different fluids and like all sorts of various like components and gears in different states of array. And you see a little gnomish fellow working at a station.
You there, good sir. Are you in charge of this factory?
Why, yes, I am. Who are you?
Carathu, representative of the kingdom of whatever that was. I keep forgetting its name.
You keep forgetting. Kingdom of Cathay, yeah. Or
Yeah.
Angora, yeah.
Angora.
Yeah.
I bring to you extremely dire news.
Alrighty, and what is that?
The undead are on their way. The city needs to ready itself for war.
Well, I kind of already know that.
Yep, it's closer than you think, though.
I am aware. That
Don't freak out. Hold on a minute. Let me show you something.
all right.
I'm gonna pull out the talking skull.
Uh, the talking skull. You pull up the talking skull.
This is why I told him don't freak out.
Why isn't that ever curious? He moves very he moves like very suddenly for his old age. And like moves up to examine the skull. Why isn't this a delightful little use of magic? The skull is like visibly uncomfortable at being held this way. I don't like this. This is
Say hello,
not.
Skip. Say hello, Skippy. Maybe this guy can give you back your body, or something of a body. I don't know.
Hello, can you give me a body? Well, I don't think I can do that, but why this is marvelous. But you said closer than I anticipated. I'm already preparing, my dear boy.
Oh, perfect. Is the entire city or just you?
I don't know much about what the whole city is doing, but I know I'm recalling my automechs to outfit them with gear more suitable for fighting. Combat units, as it were.
Oh, perfect. You're the only person I've seen. Nobody else seems to be getting ready for this. I think they're underestimating the threat.
Well, I am rather fortunate to be higher up on the financial side, you see. Access to more information.
Oh, so the city itself. Well, I need to talk to whoever can help the city start. We've already had one kingdom fall, and also outside your city gates, unfortunately, there was a shadow drake of some sort, or some kind of shadow monster.
Outside the gates?
Yes, in the desert. They had an outpost out there. That's where this fellow came from.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's where I met your friends here. Or, well, a couple of your mechanized infantry, as I guess I'd call them.
Interesting.
But you've heard
Would
the legends of the
would
dark
that
creature rising.
would that be the source of power we read yesterday, or a couple days ago?
It might be, but me and my companions destroyed that. At least we took
Interesting.
care of one issue for you all.
Interesting. Well, I can assure you, I am doing my best to help. Whatever the Senate decides to do is up to them. I'm not quite involved with politics. In fact, I'm not very involved with people in general.
Who would I talk to get a meeting with the Senate?
I do not know. I can tell you I'm friends with the president, but we don't do political favors and such.
Not even a meeting?
I'm sure he's very, very busy. I don't think I could get in there if I under the direst of circumstances.
I guess we have to do this the trickier way. Where is the president anyway? Where would I go to meet him if I needed to?
Well, he would be in the Senate currently.
In the Senate building, I see.
But you see, and he commands the he blows a whistle and commands the automech that's been standing there to leave. Close the door behind you. It closes the door. Would you mind making some noise for me? As he starts scurrying around and like turning on some of the grinders and like the auto hammers that are banging on metal. Yeah. He starts trying to make noise for you. Do you mind?
He's asking me to make noise?
Indeed.
All right, I'll use thaumaturgy to create a very loud ruckus.
You see, my friend over in the Senate many years ago gave me something special, and it has within the last year and a half or so gone missing. And I think this might be what you're looking for, or about something of the sort. He told me it was very valuable, but not quite useful in his hands.
And what would that be?
I don't know what it was originally, but I know what it has done for me. And you see, he goes under some of the cabinets and pulls out a small vial of this like crystalline green goo. You see this?
Yes.
This is the key to. This is an imagination of a whole new world. You've seen my automatons that I currently have, correct?
Yes.
Well, I've made a select few that are more. I don't know what the word is. Free thinking, alive.
Self-aware.
Oh, this guy's created iRobot.
Yeah.
And this I
Skynet.
I managed to procure it from the research that I did with that wonderful little bauble.
Uh-oh. What bauble was this?
It was a dark crimson orb. Uh,
Wouldn't have
but
been anything similar to this. I'm going to hold up my orb. Because I got one of those dark orbs that I got off that dead undead.
I don't think you do. I don't know what.
Oh, it's that orb of vitality. Remember I killed that ogre that undead ogre way back when? It was like this dark,
Oh,
weird orb you said?
an orb of vitality. No, it isn't. No. You see this. It seemed to possess quite an energy about it, and when submersed in a crystalline solution, the byproduct was an energy source of magical and arcane nature.
Was this dark magic?
Dark magic, light magic, divine magic. They're all magic is magic. Manipulating the weave. Are you a wizard, my boy?
No, but I've traveled with a few of them, and I know a little magic myself.
There is no such thing as good or evil magic. It's all about what is being created and what is being manipulated, you see. Um, and I'll say we kind of cut away from this as he kind of goes into a long tirade about the things of magic. Effectively, kind of what you learn is something happened at the factory. Um, like this thing was stolen. But go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
There's the bad one.
Yeah, you don't really. Magic isn't your realm of expertise.
Well, I'm going to take I guess I'll just try and remember what he said so I can tell it to somebody who might know better than I am what the hell's going on.
Fair enough. Um, but my boy, did you say you were an investigator?
I have been known to dally in that before I took up the, the whole messenger for hope.
Interesting. Well, if you could look into our little disappearance of this bauble, I believe it would leave us much more prepared to face whatever threats may come.
I see. Sorry, Skippy, that's the head I'm talking to. Unfortunately, it appears I cannot get you mounted onto the head of one of these automatons like I'd hoped.
Well, I mean that was pretty much always a given. I had no desire to be reunited with a body.
Don't sell yourself short, Skippy.
You put him
Alright.
back in the bag.
Yeah, I'll just put him back in the bag.
Alrighty. So yes, if you would like to investigate this, I could pay rather handsomely.
Ooh. Well, that sounds good then. All right, I'll take the case.
Alrighty. And with that, we're gonna cut away to another scene. Zeke, you wake up. Zeke's having to get his hands clean a little bit.
We got
Um,
drunk last time, didn't he?
Yeah. You wake up in a in not really an inn or tavern, but more of like a an out an outdoor dining thing that has some fancy you know furniture with a note attached to your chest.
My head. What's this? Pick up the note.
Basically, it says, "Greetings, brother. When you read this, please come find me. I went to go investigate the monk up in the northeast district, up in the northeast mountains. Um, I believe it would be very interesting."
Alright. Looks like old Big Brain needs me to come help him again. I'm
Uh,
gonna go find a bird bath to splash some water on my face,
uh,
freshen up.
as you wake up, Gobbert basically comes around. Oh, okay, you're finally awake.
Hey, Gobbard.
Hey.
Gobbert, he's back. Oh,
I was honestly wondering if you were still breathing, but I didn't end up bothering to check.
No, I just get into a real big zone of ki. It helps the hangover, so when I do recover, I don't feel nothing. Keeps me impervious to being drunk. That's what I say.
How lucky for you.
Okay, what are you doing here, Gobbard?
Xandar told me to watch after you.
Alright, do you know where we're going?
I don't.
Okay. Um, have you heard from him since he's left?
No.
Alright. Gobbard, where are we?
So he pulls out like a little like area map, that has a little. It's more of a tourist map. You guys are down in Southtown, in what is kind of the the shopping district kind of thing.
Gobbard, so take a look at your map. Dang it, Gobbard, stop drooling on it.
I'm sorry. It's one of those things that a lack of an ear does. Can't control my salivation.
And I reach up to the necklace, like, it's just so full of all these things that we've started catching. Gobbard, I don't know if I even have your ear anymore to give you. Oh, nope. Found it, Gobbard. Don't. I found it.
Or would that just be another goblin's ear?
No, you had that little weird wax spot. So no, that's yours. And I like sniff it, like, oh, that's yours. Need to dry a little bit more. All right, so we're here in Southtown. Brother said, I look back at his note. It's like said to go north. All right. Hmm. Well, Gobbard, do you want to come with?
I'm down.
All right. And like get some straps and try like to fix so that Gobbard can fly on my back.
Theoretically, what's your carrying capacity? If
Yeah,
you
shit.
check in D&D Beyond, you should be able to see.
Yeah, I'm going.
Because your pack.
104 pounds.
Oh yeah, you can definitely carry Gobbert. And then your pack is not full of weapons right now, is it?
All right, hold on. Oh no, I can carry up to 195.
Yeah, you can definitely carry Gobbert in your backpack
Okay.
if you've not got all the weapons and stuff that you usually like sell. You know.
Yeah, I got rid of all. How much does he weigh?
Gobbert is only 80 pounds.
How many?
80,
Oh yeah, I can carry him.
about the
Even
weight of a
with
small
those-
child.
Robert, you are a fat child. You know that?
I'm a
I
fully.
started rubbing it. I
I
rubbed
am
his
a.
old belly like you're just so fat.
I'm a fully adult goblin.
Oh yes, you are, buddy. And I just keep rubbing his belly.
And
Like, yes, go.
this tuxedo does not weigh nothing like usual rags.
Oh, this is a cute little.
I want to stab you.
Oh, you do it. I'll take the other ear. All right, you jump on the back and let's go, buddy.
So you set off into the sky. So you're flying north west or northeast, right?
I assume I'm kind of just.
Yeah,
Brother gave me a very general direction where to go.
yeah. Well, he said in the mountains to the north east.
So I'm gonna fly that way and look for like some sort of like civilization, maybe a little village or hamlet or something. I guess.
Alrighty. Do you fly over? Like you're gonna be flying over the city for quite a while, because it's a really massive city. Um, do you fly towards the Senate or do you try to steer clear of it?
Josh, let's roll a die for that because I don't know. So if we roll one, let's say I roll towards the Senate. If I roll evens, it's towards the Senate. It's odds, something else.
Cool.
All right, I fly towards the Senate.
Alrighty. So you're basically flying straight through the city. Eventually, you see this like gigantic like marble structure. It is a in your bird brain. I think the thought crosses your mind. This is a wonderful place to perch.
Bird brain.
That's freaking cool.
I just think of my ancestors and I'm like, man, I bet I could poop on someone right now. I wonder what's cool place down in this marble area. I'm like looking around, see if I see anything that catches my eye.
There doesn't seem to be very many people like going in and out. It seems to be rather empty outside, at least. But it's a really interesting structure.
All right, I'm gonna see. We're gonna roll 20 again.
Alrighty.
Odds. I investigate. Evens. I do what I'm supposed to do and keep going find the monk. All right, I keep going
Alrighty.
find the monk.
So you fly on past. Eventually, you reach the outer wall. So do you fly past the outer wall, or do you try to get one of those carriages, the cable cars?
Oh, I could fly.
Alrighty.
Yeah, fly.
So go ahead and just make either a perception or investigation check for me.
Take a look. What can Zeke do? No. Investigation's a 0, so don't do that. What'd I roll? I rolled a 16.
All right. So there's a few like points. Like the cable cars are going to different points in the mountains. You manage to find like a kind of group of them that come from different sides that go to the same direction. Um, and I think something in your,
Wait, Josh. Zeke's just looking at this like this is all really confusing. I'm looking. Is there anyone on the walls?
no,
There's no one on the walls
no.
around the
I
city.
mean, they operate. There's people that man the cable cars, but not
Mhm.
on the physical wall. Yeah.
I want to find someone that mans this stuff or something. Go talk to them.
Alrighty. You meet a little goblin fellow. Greetings.
Hi. How are you, little dude?
I'm doing all right.
This is my
Actually,
buddy. His name's
doing.
Robert.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, hey, how's it going? You from around here? No, I'm from Gaul. Oh, I've never been out that way. They hold on a little nice conversation.
I just let him talk. Like, you see, I had to save Robert from a bad life, and now he's living a good life. He gets to wear a little suit. He gets to eat good food, and occasionally I feed him. I feed him the things we kill. So that being said,
He like gives Gobbert an eye. Like, do you need help? And then I
and
believe,
I can just feel
yeah.
my necklace twitching. Like, oh, I gotta add another ear if he says anything.
Uh,
No, he, but we actually, yes, we do need help. We're looking for another one of our bird people. Some would say he's an old monk, and I have no idea where he is or what village or anything around here. And I was wondering if you may be able to help me, little man.
oh, most certainly. I actually think I met your brother earlier. Um,
The fat one?
well, I don't know if he's fat.
No, he's fat.
Carries a shield, a little bit, high and mighty of himself.
Yeah, he's fat.
Yeah.
He can't fly very well.
So yeah, I took him out to the mountains in that car right there, and he points to one of the cable cars going off towards the mountains. Said he was looking for some sort of monk or something. Um, I I told him that some of the guards do some training up around there.
So take the cable car all the way, and then when I get there, is it around the area or do I have to explore
You've got
what
to.
I'm
It's
looking
up
for?
in the mountains, so you've actually got to find the path and head up. It's a really long staircase.
Oh, so just look for a staircase.
Yeah.
All right, little dude, and I like flip him a gold coin. Have a good one.
Shiny.
Alright. Wait, and I look at Gobbert like, and I make a joke like, wait, Gobbert, no, you don't want to eat him, do you? I clear back the other one. I'm kidding. And we take off.
So you fly out that way.
I follow the cable line.
So you fly towards there. Um, it takes like a little bit of time to because it's a pretty far distance. Um, but eventually you make it there. Go ahead and roll either a survival or a nature check for me.
Sure. What'd I do? 24.
Yeah. So I think even from the air, you managed to catch some unnaturalness like in the trees and stuff. Um, you see actually where this dojo is. You don't even have to bother with the stairs.
You can just feel the key coming from it.
More like there's a weird spot where trees are bent away and like the rock formations are a little bit knocked
The
out of
dojo's
place.
bent the key. Just bent the key away. The natural flow of nature has been disrupted by this dojo. Alright, I go to fly over there. But I don't land yet. I kind of circle around to see if I see anything from above before I land. Do I
Um,
notice anyone?
you see like several people kind of moving hurriedly about. Don't know exactly why, but it seems like they're moving barrels and things from place to place, and they've got certain things that they're trying to get ready.
I looked at Gobbard. All right, Gobbard, what's the plan? What do you want to do?
I can't say it because you might drop me out of the sky.
You know so well. But if you don't tell me, I'm going to drop you anyway. So what do you want to do, Gobbard?
I want to stab you.
You know what, Gobbard? Give me a little stab.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll that attack roll.
All right. Remember, I said little stab, Gobbard.
I mean, he's
Okay,
not.
no, go ahead.
Got to create him real quick.
Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
All right. So that's a 16 to hit.
I'm letting Gobbard hit me, though. It's okay.
All right. So d6 plus 2, we're going to say it's 5 damage.
5 damage?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Gobbard. Did you get it out of your system? You okay now?
As much as I can be.
Okay. And I reach in my little backpack and I pull out a little rotten hand and here you go. Eat up. Then we go to land.
He delves into it. So yeah, you land. Do you like try to land at an entrance, or do you just land in the compound?
I'm assuming I can tell which one's like a main building, right? Like there's one that they're all coming in and out of. Like they're carrying stuff in, right? And
Yeah.
they're dropping off and coming away from, right?
Yeah.
I land in front of the doorway of the building they're taking everything into.
Alrighty. So yeah, let's go ahead and move you to this map. All right. Zeke. And then everybody else isn't going to have vision exactly, but
I guess you could probably just put them on the corner or something. Just give
yeah.
them vision.
Kirathu. Rakshaza. Alrighty. So can you guys see?
Yeah, I can see.
Alrighty. So yeah, you see that they're taking everything into this building right here from this building, and they're also like lining things up on the walls and stuff. You see one of them sees you come out of the sky. Greetings. Are you expected here?
Yes. Yes, I have another bird. I have another fellow of my kind here that I was told to come and see. And then my brother, who's also one of us Arakakra, has told me to come up here and seek.
Ah, yes, I believe we might have seen him earlier. He left a little while ago.
Ah. Yeah, it's the short and stubby one. It's okay. He can't fly well. That's why I'm here. But I was told to come here. I assume, did he leave anything with you guys or leave anything for me?
Not that I know of. But he did talk with the master. Um,
That's who I really want to see. I didn't know if the master was here. He was with my brother.
I believe he's actually in the main room meditating at the moment.
Ah. Well, would you let him know if I'm here and ask if I can see him?
Um, perhaps you should introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm fine with that. I just didn't want to be impolite. I just barged in. All right. So I'll kind of lightly fly step up into wherever this entrance of this map is. I have no idea.
Yep.
I'm
So,
assuming this is the doorway right here.
well, So
Oh, is this
yeah,
the main room or is this the
yeah.
main room?
This is where they're taking everything.
Oh, I thought this meditating in this room over here. Okay. All right.
So yeah, you see they're kind of a like rather decrepit looking Aarakocra person, dressed in robes. His wings long since kind of not capable of flight. It seems like kind of withered or clipped
One
or
of our
something like
elders,
that.
yeah.
Um, Sitting on the floor, cross-legged, in meditation.
I leave Gobbard outside
Ah, shit.
and I tell the other monk to keep an eye on him that Gobbard's uh devious.
He
Can we put him
bites.
to work?
Yeah, put him to work.
Cool. Goblin, go get that. And you see he starts getting told what to do, grumbling and cursing all the way.
And I whisper to Gobbard, he goes like, "That's what you get for stabbing me, loaf." And then I say a word that we can't say. And so I go to the door. I kind of wipe my feet off because I see that I see him in there. I see him in that, but I want to make sure I'm presentable.
Mm-hmm.
And because I do remember, I was raised a monk. I don't know how this goes. I gotta be very quiet. So I get closer and then I start meditating probably about 15 feet away, I guess. So
All
like just
right.
right here.
Alrighty.
And I wait for him to, because I mean, I
Yeah.
can sense his key, I assume. So I would assume he may be able to sense my key as he come in.
Yeah.
And
You see, like as you enter and start entering this meditative state, um, eventually, I think it's kind of that iconic scene of both of you open one eye at the same time. Um, Greetings. I was told to expect you.
hello, my name is Zeke.
Nice to meet you.
I was told to come here by my brother, who I've heard you've already spoke to.
Indeed. You two have accomplished quite a feat for our people.
Yeah, we do quite a bit of stuff. I mean, I do all the slaying, he does all the talking. So this is a new one. We're working out, me and you, right now.
See, and I was told by him you might be rather troublesome.
Oh no, that's the goblin I keep on me.
Hmm.
No, I do respect our ways. I respect this. I will do my best to be utmost and polite towards us both.
All right. So, I might have some techniques or gifts that to bestow upon you that might help you in your journey. Would you like to learn them?
Of course, I would always love to learn. I can show you some of my techniques too. I've learned like dragon slaying blows, pummeling of the undead Goliath. There's a
Hmm.
bunch.
Interesting.
Yes, it's
Well,
quite.
we should have quite some time to learn from each other. To
I
start
don't.
with, I'm going to need you to do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, a 10-kilometer run, and then get 8 hours of sleep each night.
What if we do 7 hours of sleep?
Hmm. Your body needs to heal. But
Okay.
go ahead and start with the exercising portion first.
Can we do 10 kilometers of flight instead of running?
Nope.
Okay.
And we kind of fade away a little bit to come back to this scene later. So let's see who was next. Rakshasa.
Rock.
So Rock, you didn't really have anything that you were looking at. Was there anybody you wanted to go with, or anything specifically you wanted to look at?
Well, I thought about going up to the dojo just because I heard they do workouts and training up there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we're going to be needing to tune our skills with the undead that are coming.
I'll also say you guys also heard of a music festival that was going on. A chance to kind of let loose a little bit maybe. There was also a library.
I wonder what is in that big building, the tower that you were showing. Was that a palace or was that the Senate?
So that was the Senate building.
Are there any temples here from Rhodesian giants in this city?
See, I don't think. I mean, so the Goliaths from in your culture don't tend to really have like temples or things. The family worship. You could probably try to find some sort of like district where there tends to be like some spiritual stuff going on. You could try to find something like that,
Well, I didn't know if
like a,
there's
a cemetery or
like
something.
a like kind of like Queens or the Bronx for giants from Rhodesia. I'm just curious about these spirits that keep talking to me
Mm,
that I don't
mm.
fully know what they are, what they want, but
All
they help
right.
me.
Yeah, if you wanted to go ahead and either make a investigation or religion check
An investigation or what?
or
Which one?
religion.
Okay, let's see. Do investigation a little bit higher.
All right. Yeah, that's really good. Um, so I think for you, you find this really nice like this is a very huge city, a whole lot of people, a whole lot of buildings, a whole lot of technology and everything going around. You manage to find one like pretty small area that's just a little bit of nature. It's like some rocky, some rocky paths, kind of like a little bit of mountain terrain, some grass. Um, but surprisingly, in this little area, like none of the sounds of the city are bustling. And you can just kind of sit there in meditation if you want.
All right. I usually don't have much that I do in my downtime, so it's
Yeah. Um,
so yes.
so go ahead and do a Constitution check at advantage for me. So yeah, I'd say as you sit there and meditate, um, across from you, this kind of vague, shadowy figure sits, kind of mirroring your pose.
Okay. Do I? So I do see it.
Yeah,
And what is it doing? Just staring at me?
kind of. It's kind of got its head a little bit bowed, angled towards you, pretty much exactly mirroring the pose that you were doing to it.
Ah. And and who might you be?
You hear like faint whispers in like a kind of raspy voice. It kind of sounds like more than one voice at once. Um, we are you. We are all of us. Everyone who came before and those who will come after.
Here I am, 90 years young, and I'm just now seeing you. How do I know you're real?
We've been there for you. We've helped you. And you've
So
helped
that was
us.
you. Okay.
Um,
And
you
uh-huh.
hear faint noises like voices that you recognize. If you want to go ahead and make a history check for me.
Oh.
You can't quite place the voice. It sounds a little bit too distorted. We remember.
So all those times when I was a kid playing and thought something was around watching me, that was y'all?
Indeed.
Okay, then. That
You
explains some things.
you are the conduit.
And when I fight and there's something helping me, that too is y'all or
Indeed.
you.
We are your family
And what do you want from me?
to protect you.
And you desire nothing else but to protect me. Nothing in return.
Protecting you is in return.
Okay. Then what more can you do for me to help you? Help me to help you.
We feel it. Our people are in pain, and worse will soon be coming.
Or what sort of powers do you hold that you
Like we
can tell
said,
me of?
you are our conduit. We can only act on this plane through you.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Not normally a giant strong suit, but let me try. Intelligent. Oh, there it is.
And you do have DM inspiration where you can roll something at advantage if you want. But it's going to be just one.
Which one
Uh,
is inspiration?
so all you got to do is just roll another d20. Yeah,
Oh, a d20. Okay.
yeah. Like it you're rolling it at advantage essentially. Uh, with a 13, I think something vaguely sparks in your mind about Rhodesia has fallen and the enemy is coming here. So if they're if they're in the capital of Rhodesia, to get here they have to go through the mountains of Rhodesia.
Mm-hmm. Are they headed to this town, Volva?
As far as you guys can tell, yeah. I
Okay.
don't know how attentive you are to all of those conversations that they have, Rock, but I think yeah. I mean, you kind of know the enemy kind of follows you wherever you guys go.
Yep. Yep. We got a taste of that outside the gate.
But specifically, they'll have to go through the mountains of Rhodesia, which is where the Goliaths and Dragonborn live.
Well, do you know if we should meet them here in the city or meet them in the mountains?
We do not.
Okay.
Your ability to change things is all we can rely on, and helping you is our greatest benefit.
Well, I guess you can go get 3 young maids, bathe them, and bring them to me.
Oh boy.
Bathe her and bring her to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bring her to me too. Sorry, I
I don't know
revert
if
back to
I.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I don't. I was about to say I don't know this reference.
That was Beavis and Butthead.
Bathe her
Um,
and bring her to me.
well, I guess I should just sit here and meditate and listen if they have more to say.
Alrighty,
I don't really know much what else to do right now.
alrighty, and with that we kind of fade away. Uh, Edwin, uh, you had heard a word of a music festival, and I think you were kind of headed towards that, but you might have, you had other, you're free to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I thought about playing a little in the musical festival, but I saw a library over to the left, and it just called my name because it's been 70 years since I've been here. And I was just curious to see what has gone on in those years, and I wanted to delve into the scrolls or into the books and just see what has happened in the past that might, because we're supposed to be meeting Mr. Crean,
All
What has
right.
he done in these 70 years?
All right. Um, so yeah, I think you are somewhat taken aback to all the change that's happened in the time since you've been gone. Um, they seem to have these really nice like rail systems, these like trolleys that can carry you from district to district. A whole lot better than what they had before with the horseless carriages. Like those were a nightmare. Um, but yeah, so I think you go ahead and just make a an investigation or perception check for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you managed to catch sight of a person with a like broken bracelet walking into one of these like little stores and coming out with a fixed one and having a trolley pick him up.
Excuse me, sir. Where was that bracelet made?
Well, I believe they're right here in town. These are these are the Metro's trolleys. Are you from around here?
I'm not, but I've been here a long time ago, long before you were born, and I hadn't seen a bracelet like that.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, you pay 10 silver right now for a year. It's a special deal they've got going on, and as you need, you can hail down a cab, and they'll get you where you need to go.
So the bracelet.
Mine unfortunately ran out, so the bracelet's shattered.
So you have to go into this store here, and that's where you recharge your. Do you recharge your bracelet, or do you give credits for it? How does it work?
Uh, well, I don't know fully how they work because I'm not much in the ways of magic. Um, but you can purchase one if you need from the automaton selling them, or they or if you need to dispose of one that you already have, it's a safe disposal area.
I'd like to buy a bracelet. I think I'll go into the store and look them over and see what they are.
So yeah, you walk over into this store. The automaton says, "Greetings. Are you in need of a transit pass?"
Do you have a temporary pass that's good for a month?
Searching, searching, searching. We do, but if you buy the year subscription, you can get it for only 10 silver.
I don't feel like spending 10 silver right now. I don't know if I'll be here that long. I'd just like to have a month long pass. Just, I think there's a lot going on. I don't think I'll need one for a month. Can you sell me a month pass, please?
Um, Go ahead and roll a persuasion check at disadvantage
Ah,
for me.
very good. Where's that? Let me do. Come here. Okay.
All right, so go ahead and roll it one more time. So, unfortunately, because he's an automaton, disadvantage on the persuasion. Um, so it's gonna be the 14. You see, he kind of his neck motion kind of fidgets a little bit. Error. That is not a wise deal. And he kind of wigs out a little bit. Um, Searching for
Can I
a
trade you?
month pass. Um, you see he has to go to the back room, um, and you hear like things being moved around, um, opened up, slammed, things of that sort.
Well, I do not have a lot of money because I'm a teller of stories and singer of songs. Is there any way I can perform for you in lieu of a pass?
Negative. You hear come from the back room. Eventually, he comes back out with It's not a bracelet, it's just a little ring. Um, Transit ring for 1 month of service. Um, and he for 5 silver pieces.
I have 5 silver pieces. I also have some bone fragments from a dragon that was killed in this village 150 years ago, and I've had them on me. Would that be acceptable as a trade?
No, legal tender only.
Okay, here's 5 pieces. Can you point me to the library?
So he takes it. He gives you this ring, and he holds his hand out, and some the ring starts to like glow with this magical energy. Uh, Unfortunately, not. But the automatons on the trolley can help you. And he kind of goes back to his original kind of cheerier voice.
Very good. Do the trolleys run, or how often do they come by?
Merely hold out your hand into the street, and the trolley will pick you up. And he goes into another like twitching fit.
All right, my good sir. I'll go outside, wave down a trolley. Good doing business with you. If I need to, can I upgrade this?
At this point, the robot's like visibly like it's not looking good. Something's up with this thing.
Can I do uh, an insight check, or hold on, like a
So I'd say you can do an Arcana or an
yeah,
Insight at disadvantage.
or what? Arcana with that's a disadvantage, right?
No, so an Arcana regularly or an Insight at disadvantage.
I'll do an Arcana regularly. And
Um, yeah, it seems like there's some sort of I don't know if you exactly know what it is, but you know something is bugging him that's not you. There's maybe something in the air. You know, who knows? You don't
there
really
are
know.
spotty. My spotty senses aren't going up here. I feel something's afoot. I'm not getting told everything I need to hear. It's just, of course, I understand he is an automaton,
Yeah,
and
you don't know too much about them. Yeah.
and but I noticed the people are not freely floating, and I'm assuming they're all at the music festival. And I believe I may just head on over there so I can do some talking with some people, and maybe even sing a song and entertain and pick up some tips and some
Alrighty.
gold and some gold.
Alrighty. So you step out the store. Do you flag down a trolley?
Yep, I wave my hand, and one comes over to me, and I step up on.
Alrighty. The automaton aboard. Greetings, sir. Transit pass.
Here's my ring.
He holds out his hand. Some of the energy leaves. Thank you. Where to today?
Like to go to the music festival. Get me as close to the stage as you can.
Alrighty, sir. Take a seat, and we shall be on our way.
I start tuning up my lyre, or what's my instrument? Is it a lyre? Lyre.
Yeah. You've got a bunch of different instruments, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm tuning it
Yeah.
up because it throws out the most sound right now, and people on the trolley are listening, hearing it, and I hear somebody's asking me if I'm going to play, and I said, well, we're giving some thought.
All right.
I
Um,
said,
the trolley takes off with a zoom. It's going down to a shadow yard. You do have to make several like get off and get a new one to go another set of distance. They're kind of
transfers.
they're a little bit limited in the amount of distance they can go. But eventually, yeah, you're playing for some of the people on board. They're enjoying it. You know, some come and go. Eventually, you get to like a kind of cleared out like area. Um, there seems to be like several different stages with several different performers going on at the same time. Um, you see, there's like one that's like an amateur, anybody can do it. There's one that's like a hired, band that's playing. One that's this like really like regal kind of musician guy, and then one that is like this like dwarven metal music,
Well,
as
I'm
in
determined that
banging
most
on
of these
metal.
are okay. These sound kind of mediocre to me, knowing what I can play, and I can turn their heads with just a strum of my instrument. I want to do that and get all the attention facing me because my ego's pretty big when it comes to my music.
Alrighty. So do you step up to the amateur stage or the anybody stage? You know.
I'm just right here on the middle of the floor. They're all playing. I'm going to strum out here right in the middle of the audience.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make a raw performance check for me.
Okay. I want to see if I can turn some heads my way.
Jeez. Yeah. So even without any like amplification or anything, uh, loudness or anything, you're kind of strumming along, rocking out a little bit. Um, you lock eyes with the orc guy that's on stage. That's
And
part of
I
the
start
band.
walking towards the stage there because I'm going to take over the stage. And everybody's kind of cheering me on. They're pushing me on. And he sort of stopped. And I'm strumming away because
No,
my
he's not stopped. He's
he's not.
keeping on. He's locking eyes with you.
Yeah, okay, well, we're battling it out.
Alrighty. Uh, Go ahead and make a performance check. This is going to be opposed.
Performance.
Yep. Alrighty. So he has a +6 to this. So that is going to be just a 20. You see, you hop up on the stage. It takes a little bit of help from somebody else to get you on up because it's
Yeah,
you're a gnome. Um,
but
but you hop on up there. You're doom ding 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 doom doom doom. And then he's like doing this heavy like uh these hand drums or whatever. Um, he's going to town, but you managed to start winning the crowd. Go ahead and do another one for me. With round two, you win as well. You see, he kind of backs off a little bit, kind of eyeing you, nodding along. He's I mean enjoying this. Um, but you're going to town. Go ahead and roll one more for me. All right, so that is a 21 from him, and it's 25 from you. So tell me, how is your grand finale?
I jump up on top of the microphone doing a balancing act. And I am strumming away, turning around, spinning on top of the microphone, singing slowly. The microphone starts to bend over, and I'm leaning in the opposite direction, and it looks like it's falling over, but I'm keeping it balanced because of my height. We're playing along, and then I invite him, join up with me. We're playing a little bit, and let's have some fun. And then,
So yeah, you guys kind of finish together, just jamming.
yeah,
Eventually, the crowd kind of grabs you and does a crowd surf kind of thing, um, and it ends pretty well. You see this guy. Hey, you rock pretty good there, gnome. What's your name?
my name's Edwin.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. And who are you? Where are you from? I haven't heard of you.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage. That's kind of an interesting name. Are you ready to rumble?
I'm Dorg.
I did a good impression there.
How long have you been playing here?
I've been playing around for probably about 3-4 years now.
You're no, yeah, you're pretty good, but a child in my mind. I played here 70 years ago when I first came. Tell me, what
Oh,
do you know of Mr. Crean? Does he like this kind of music?
I
Cream or it
don't know
rises to the
anything
top.
about him, but I will tell you, there's a rich fellow. Don't do any work for him. He'll rip you off.
A rich fellow, huh?
Yeah.
Does he live on top of the mountain?
Uh, Lives more towards the Cabox Capic section of town. Personally,
Yeah.
been trying to find a way to get back at him. See, he hired me for a gig. He's one of them creative types. Made some sort of invention or something, and made it rich. But apparently not rich enough to pay the people he hires.
What did he create? Do you know?
I don't know.
Where can I find that kind of information at? I'm just curious, just like to see a little bit about it without making any waves. Just want to know what's going on. I might play for him one day.
You know, in this town, it seems to be everybody creates something, and then somebody finds out how to make it better or a different version of it, and then the person that made the other one is put on the street. It's a vicious cycle. These creative types.
Are they hiring?
I don't know, but anyway, just stay away from him. I'm looking to maybe find a way to. I hear he's got a rare instrument in his collection. If it suits your fancy. If you were wanting to pull a heist on him.
Now, I've heard about a silver flute that plays music, but I don't know anything about it. It almost plays on its own if you hold it. Are you? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about a lute. They say when you're playing it, you can fly through the air like some sort of bird, or you can even command the crowds to do what you please. It's maybe some sort of
Speaking of
folklore.
speaking of commanding the crowds, can I pass my hat around and collect some tips for our performance?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d20s. Yeah, you get about 10 pieces of silver and 5 coppers.
Okay. Put them in my pocket. Tell the crowd thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Meanwhile, they're hollering out for more. And before I go to the library, I'm going to play another quick song.
Alrighty. So you
Encore
rock
time.
out, and we kind of fade away a little bit. Um, Karathu, I think we're hitting you back up.
Yeah.
So basically, the guy told you, hey, if you want to investigate, you can look into something. Um, Otherwise, he's probably not the best person to talk to.
Well, I guess I'm gonna look into this because rich man for money.
Alrighty. So,
But also I want to find out what he lost because if it's good, I might just keep it.
fair enough. So if you check your journal, you should see a person by the name of Renka Gillis.
Yep, I see him.
Alrighty. There's more people around this factory. There seems to be some security people. There's like a CEO guy. There's a whole bunch.
All right. Well, I am going to take on my new alter ego since I am now an actor. I am going to be Inspector Alfred Pennythorn. Or
Alrighty.
Penrose, sorry.
Penny Rose.
Yes, that's going to be my new name, basically. So I'm going to start by talking to the security about this break in and the item that was stolen.
So do you head to like the head of the security?
Yeah, let's talk to the head of security.
Alrighty. Um, Give me just a moment to figure out which guy it is. All right. Um, so you see this guy that has a very large and like very well decorated spear. Um, Seems to be kind of eyeing around. Um, how can I help you?
Good evening, sir. Inspector Bruno Sardine. I need to talk to you for a moment about an incident that took place.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check at disadvantage. What kind of incident you talking about?
Your employer has enlisted my assistance in locating solving a break-in that took place here recently. A certain item was stolen.
Hmm. See, I don't think you talked to my supervisor. I work directly for Mr. Orgu.
Mr. Orgu,
Yep.
where can I find him?
He points you towards the assistant director's office. Um,
Thank you. And remember, Inspector Bruno Sardine, as I leave and head towards the other guy's room.
he kind of gives you like a glare as you walk away. Um, yeah, you approach this office. Do you just open the door or do you knock or anything?
I knock.
Greetings. Come on in. Come on in.
Coming in. Ah, good to meet you, sir. Inspector Alfred Pennyroze. I've been employed by the owner of this, Ranka Gillis, to attempt to locate an item that was stolen from this factory.
Ah, yes. Well, feel free to search around.
Yes,
Personally,
first off, what can you tell me about the incident?
well, it was about a year and 6 months ago. Oh, let me pull out something. He like searches around in his paperwork, searches for a piece of paper, pulls one out. It's kind of like like wrinkled and rather old. By all sources, it looks to be. We believe it was this man. Um, you see a picture of Dren that this guy pulls out.
Never seen him before in my life, but this is a great bit of news. We'll have to
Hmm.
look into this. Any idea if he's still in the area?
We have no idea, but we do believe we have hired some people to try to track him down. We haven't heard from them though very recently.
They're probably dead.
Why? Why would you think that? Go ahead and roll charisma check.
These are the same people that we brainwashed in the beginning. People came after him, and
Oh,
we
I rolled it twice for some
brainwashed.
reason, but a
But we did
17 was the
something
first one.
and charmed them. Like we did some sort of charm or something,
I thought you killed him.
and we said you should go back and spread the word. Characters like go back and spread the word.
Why is it rolling twice on everything?
I don't know.
Oh, I had caps lock on. I guess that
Oh, so
makes it do that.
advantage.
I don't know. Well, the first one was a 17, so
Um, you see, he kind of eyes you a little bit weirdly, but it moves on rather fast.
hmm. So, who were these people though who were looking for him, and are they a local branch of some kind of mercenary outfit? If so, I'd
Not
like to talk to them or
not
talk to
local.
who's ever in charge of them.
We hired a brand of mercenaries from Cathay, some sort of gilded order or something of the sort.
Interesting. I've heard of them before. Been to Cathay multiple times. I've heard of that order. Not very competent, I'm afraid. Known as, unfortunately, a little bit of consters. Not nearly as good as I am. So, you have no information whatsoever on this individual, or even where he might have formerly lived?
No, none at all. We don't even really know who he is other than some sort of miscreant of the sort. But if anything can help you, feel free to search around.
I'll do that.
You see, he kind of leaves his office. Um, Go ahead and make a either perception or insight check for me. You notice the door kind of closes with a muted, like close.
a muted close, or it's just a quiet door?
Almost like, he was waiting to the very last second to, like, trying to stick around as long as possible.
Hmm. Glance around the office.
All right. You want to go ahead and make an investigation check for me? What exactly are you, like, looking through or looking for?
Anything noticeable? Paperwork?
Hmm. Um, you are searching through a lot of these papers, pr- ones that came around a similar time to that wanted poster. Um, you find one that has looks to be some just generic writing on it. Um, Almost like some like performance notes about some of the automechs. If you go ahead and check your journal, you can find that paper.
Interesting. I guess I'll just do a general interview of employees around there, show them the picture. I'm going to take that picture he gave me and show it around and just try and get some more background on Dren.
Alrighty, alrighty. So do you go to like the automaton or the humanoid workers?
Pretty much anybody who's around, I'm just going to try and do like quick 5-minute interviews with generalized questions like, did you know this man? Blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
So you see a kobold, a dwarf. Um, you see, um, various people. I think the first one you would probably come to would be the kobold. Uh, Kind of smaller looking person, kind of just mainly focusing on doing the wires that he has to connect. These like long pieces of metal. Um, oh, greetings. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm doing an investigation into a break-in that happened some time ago. Have you ever seen this individual?
He takes a look at it. Yes, yes. In fact, I'm the one that was able to identify him. I saw him running from the factory that night.
Any more information on him? Had you ever seen him before? Was he by chance an employee of this place?
I don't believe so. I didn't catch his face, but if that seems to be it, then yes, I saw him from the back.
Uh, he is a very ugly fellow.
Indeed.
Yes, probably smelled rancid too. Well, thank you. I'll continue my investigation.
Go ahead and either roll a investigation or perception check. Alrighty. Um, so I think you notice that there's a dwarven fellow watching you. He's just banging out pieces of sheet metal, but he's watching you. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to him next then and be like, "Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you if you don't mind."
He looks at you, doesn't say a word. Looks up past your shoulder, and then looks back at you, and looks back down to its metal and starts banging again.
I move in close. Sir, if you know something, don't worry. These interviews are completely anonymous.
Um, he doesn't meet your gaze.
Very suspicious.
Go ahead and so what's your what's your passive perception?
Passive perception,
Yeah,
14.
14. You know it's not you that he fears talking to. You saw him look over your shoulder.
I take a look at who's nearby besides him. Not.
There seems to be this kind of a like halfling fellow that's carrying around like a small little pike that's kind of just sitting up on the metal railing um, just above just above you, uh, but back a little bit.
Oh, is he staring at me? Is he looking at me?
No, he's not looking at you at all. He's looking at the dwarf.
Uh, hmm. Well, I've kind of muttered to myself, if you think of anything of interest here, you can meet me at the whatever that inn was that we passed that Zeke ran into. Believe me, it'll be worth your while if you have any information. Or I can just
Um,
buy you a drink. And I say, good to meet you, sir. A pity you don't have any information, but thank you for your cooperation.
um, yeah, you see, he looks at you, and just kind of like looks at the little at the guard, halfling, and
I'll sleight of
continues getting
hand,
back to
slip
work.
a gold piece in his pocket, and
Um,
just whisper as I leave, Eve, for your time. There's more for that too.
alrighty. Um, yeah.
And I guess at this point, I will. I guess I'll go to the inn and hang out for a while and think about what to do next.
Um, as you're leaving, with that in that high investigation, you also catch sight of like an abandoned like cubicle, almost like a somebody who worked there, with a crumpled up piece of paper that looks oddly out of place.
Go up and take a look at it. Kind of nudge
Alrighty.
up and look like I'm looking around just in general, and kind of
Alrighty.
sidle up to the cubicle.
Uh, so as you enter it, it looks like the person didn't even like clear out their cubicle. It just has remained unused. Um, and there's a crumpled up piece of paper. And I think as you unfurl it, you notice that it's got like some holes missing out of it. So if you want to go ahead and add, so that should be in your journal now.
Hmm.
And yeah, uh, I'll go ahead and so I don't know if you can. So I should be able to do this. So I'm gonna try to show this to you if you can get it. So yeah, you've got these two little pieces of paper that seem to be made out of similar material. Um, Shift left click. Uh, if you want to mess around with those in any way.
So there's just holes punched in them.
Yeah. Actually, let me give you power to edit it. So you can move it around. You can move either of them around. And with that, we're going to cut away to Zeke.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, sorry, I don't have my mic on.
I turn my mic back on.
This
It
sucks.
sucks. Uh,
Keep going.
Mm, I've
I've
already
already
done it
done it
all.
all.
You're. Oh, you've already finished, huh?
Yeah,
How about you go for it again?
but I've already done it 5 times with no sleep. When do I get my 40 hours of sleep? I've done it 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40.
One more time. One more time. So you.
No,
Hmm?
no,
What was that?
no,
No.
no. no. No.
If they're
And I feel like I channel my key, regain myself. No. I know you're testing me, and I get it. I don't know you. You already know me. You see my brother. He's really fat. He can barely fly. But I'm not him. I think what we've done is good enough.
do you now?
Sure.
Uh, you see, he begins like lighting a fire. He has like a little portable tea like urn thing. He begins lighting a fire underneath it. So you've now learned the secret ways, huh?
What?
You've now mastered everything there is, huh? You know when
No.
training is complete.
No, but I do know the technique of training complete. That was a great technique I learned a while ago.
Well, perhaps you might be ready. Come near, come here.
Rat tea time. Like kind of get all happy because I'm
Um,
dying of thirst.
he puts the leaves in, lets it boil, puts in some spices and things, puts in like a little bit of various like herbal things. Now he pours you a cup. Take a sip.
Look at him. I was like, the last time I did this, my brother Xandar spiked it, and I thought I was on the another plane. But okay, here we go. And I take a small sip.
Immediately you lose 10 points of health.
This stuff's spicy. So I take a big gulp,
You lose another 10 points of health.
and then I just chug it. Finish it all.
10 points of health, 10 points of health, all the way until you're at 1.
Okay.
Now, you should be barely standing, correct? You have quite a high alcohol tolerance, but even that wouldn't help with something like this, correct?
I look at him, and I just glare at him, and I tell him, no, I have more health. I'm just fine.
Very well.
And I gain 10 points of ki back. Just by staring at him.
Alrighty. You rejuvenate yourself a little bit. He pours you another cup. Then
Now
continue.
let's drink together.
He drinks it with you. You see, like it affects him too. You see, I journeyed alone. I didn't have any other friends alongside me. A much worse path, I'll be honest.
Hold on. Time out, Josh. What kind of damage am I taking here?
This is just 10 points of poison damage.
I took no damage this whole time.
Because you're immune to poison.
But no, we can go with the story. I'll go along with it.
Okay.
I just wanted to
10 points of necrotic damage, okay?
I was just thinking about that. I was like, hold on, this stuff, is it poisoning me? Because if it is, I'm good. Pew pew. Alright, anyways, back to the Undying.
Back to this. So, I had to learn a technique to focus my ki and give myself more hardiness. And that is what I would like to bestow to you.
Give yourself more hearts.
Hardiness.
The Legend
Hardiness.
of Zelda.
With a D, not an T.
Full heart container. He's got one.
Zeke lifts up, starts breaking every urn.
Rips out his heart.
So,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me 3 Constitution checks back to back.
And I'm gonna change one of those constitutions. Nope, I guess it doesn't go. All
So a
right.
13, 12, and a 16. Alrighty. Um, you see, you both continue to drink, and eventually he seems to be on his last, points of HP as well. Um, but surprisingly, it took him longer. You know, he seems to have now. He takes off a little necklace. It's got like basically like different like feathers and stuff on it from like actual birds, not Aarakocra. Um, see if you can focus your key to rejuvenate yourself again.
All right. Cross my legs. Take my hands. Hold him out. Stare at. I stare at the object in his hands. And
Alrighty. Um, successfully, you're bringing yourself back from the brink. Um, magnificent. You may now take that rest, and we will continue this again in approximately 8 hours.
we can keep going.
Alrighty. But first, I'm gonna need you to get back to your exercises.
Can I fly instead?
No.
But if I don't fly, I'll get fat like my brother, and then I'll lose my feathers like you, and then I'll just have to walk.
Walking isn't so bad. Many life forms on this planet do it.
Yeah, the ones that don't really do nice things.
Um,
Those ground folk.
so we cut away from this scene um, as you guys continue your training. Um, Rock. So, are you continuing to meditate, or are you gonna change anything up?
Nope, I am all done. I'm ready to go. I've tried the social, kinder, gentler barbarian. I've got to get out. I'm gonna
Kind of
either
gentle.
go to the festival or I'm going somewhere and probably get in a brawl and probably wind up in jail.
All right, fair enough. What do you want to do? Which one?
Can I fit on a trolley or do I have to walk?
I mean, you can fit on one if you can flag one down.
I don't just
You
have to
see,
put my hand out.
as you put your hand out to try to grab on one, they zoom on past.
Okay, so they're racist.
Go ahead and just make a perception check for me.
Okay. Bunch of racist Megatrons.
Yeah, they don't want to lift you up.
Okay. Yeah, they're probably just looking at my size and stereo profiling me.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
see all these other
So
guys
how,
with like bracelets and rings and mainly bracelets, sticking their hands out, getting rides, but you don't get nothing.
okay. I'm fixing to get me a bracelet then. I'm
Alrighty.
gonna I think I'm gonna walk up to a group of them and introduce them to my little friend.
Oh dear. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see these this young group of like elves. Uh,
hmm
greetings. How can I help you?
I would like your bracelet, please.
Um, no, thank you. I paid money for this.
No, I fully understand, and I'm gonna get it, but I would just as soon you offer it to me than me have to take it and embarrass you in front of your little boyfriends here.
Oh dear. Go ahead and roll intimidation for me. So yeah, you as a 7 foot tall individual, like broad shouldered with a giant axe on your back, tell this young kid, "Give me your bracelet." He fully like he takes it off, throws you his money pouch as well, and just backs away slowly.
And thank you, young man. I do appreciate it.
Please just
I'm
don't
just going to
hurt me.
take.
I
Nope. I'm just
I
going
have
to
a
take two
family.
of your gold, and you can have your pouch back. I'm not in need of it. I'm just going to take three of your
He
gold and
fully
give you the
runs.
rest back. So now I'm going to try my luck at holding out my warhammer and see if they'll stop for me this time
So
with the
when
bracelet.
as you hold your hand out in the street with Warhammer attached,
Hmm.
the trolley zooms right up and stops right at you.
Oh, thank you, my good sir. I believe I am in need of a ride. Where does this one take me?
Greetings, transit pass.
I have just so happened to have one here.
Uh,
Here's my
you
bracelet.
you hold out. He holds out his hand, absorbs the energy. Greetings, take a seat. Where to?
I would like to go to the festival. I hear that the gnome, the bard, is playing.
Alrighty, and zooms you down the road. Um, Go ahead and make a perception check for me again.
Okay.
So as you're zooming away on this thing, you see some of the city guard kind of coming over to the corner where you were standing and like picking up the money bag, talking to people that were around the street, um, and then they start pointing in your direction as you're zooming away.
Okay.
Um,
At this. Uh huh.
but eventually, the trolley comes to an end. To get over to the uh, to the performance, you have to take a couple trams. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay. Let's see how stealthy I am.
Yeah, you kind of stand out a little bit, bud. Um, you see, uh, just before one of the trolleys arrives at you, you see
Hmm.
these two city guards. Hey, buddy. How you doing there?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you, little girls?
Ha ha. Uh, wouldn't happen to know anything about where you got that bracelet there, bud?
I do. A nice young elf offered it to me.
Did he offer it,
Yes, he did.
or did you mug him for it and two of his gold pieces?
No, I gave him all his others back. He offered me that just to not make him. He said he had a family or something, so he threw that at me. I said, "No, no, no. You keep it. I'll use these two to get in the festival."
Go
And
ahead and
thanked
make
him, and
a
he ran off.
go ahead and make a deception check at disadvantage.
Oh God. Oh.
That is a not natural one, just a regular one.
Yeah, yeah. I have a -2.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I'm not
buddy.
very deceptive, huh? You
Yeah.
didn't believe it, I take it.
No there. Uh Unfortunately that's not the way he tells it. The way he tells it is you pretty much threatened him.
Well, I did tell him I was gonna get it. He could offer it to me or I'd take it. And he offered it
Yeah.
to me. So I did not take it.
No, I don't know. I
Ossifer.
I don't know why you think it'd be okay to do that. But if you don't mind, uh, we're gonna. He pulls out a like a wooden baton.
Oh
We're
yeah.
gonna need you to come down to the precinct with us.
Well, I'd really like to do that, but I'd prefer if y'all went along with me to the festival. We could go listen to the bard, about 2 or 3 songs. I'll buy you a beer if you like, and then I'll go with you.
The
Or,
the second one pipes up. Now, is that bribing an officer, sir?
nope, that's simply offering. The same as I did the little young boy that wet himself when he ran off. Are,
Uh,
are, it- are you going to
no.
be wetting yourself, or are you going to be coming along to listen to a
I
song?
mean, you see that these guys are significantly shorter than you, but they aren't backing down from the fight. One of them
No,
is one of
I
them's
like that.
a hobgoblin, and one of them is a a oh Lord, I forgot what Kenku.
Well, let me ask you this, fellas, because it doesn't look like you want to go with me.
And it don't look like you want to go with us.
No, no. I'm outmanned and you're outsized. So we can either call it even in part, or we can just set our weapons down and we can go at it.
Um,
Your call.
yeah, no, we don't set our weapons down, bud. We just need you to come explain yourself at the station. And you see one of them pulls out some like a piece of rope that seems to have some sort of enchantment on it. Now, if you don't mind turning around and putting your hands behind your back.
You're probably just going to have to use that magic rope to, well, I guess we'll just giddy up here. I think
Uh,
I don't want to hurt you, but
go
I
ahead
tell you
and
what,
go ahead and make a
we're
dexterity saving throw.
a dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Mm-hmm. DC is 18. Cool. Um, so you see the one throws his rope, the other one grabs his and throws his. One of them goes around your feet, ties itself up in a knot. The other goes around your hands, ties itself up in a knot. Um, and you are bound.
Do you happen to have crow on the menu down there?
Uh we can definitely ask, bud. Uh,
Because it looks like I'm going to be eating crow.
you see one of them pulls like a little orb out of his pocket. Yeah, we're gonna need a couple other guys because neither of us can lift them. Um, and they call some more officers to carry you down to the precinct for mugging a random civilian.
Is it
Can
possible
I
that he can try
roll
to break
something to
out?
break out of it?
You can go ahead and try. It's going to be a strength or athletics check at disadvantage.
Not a strength check, an athletic.
Could he rage?
He can.
Yeah, I'm not in. I got in trouble last time I killed innocent civilians. I don't really feel like doing that again. I'll just go ahead because if I get out,
I
I'm gonna
mean,
beat their ass. But I want to do
look,
it. I want to do an unarmed strike if I get out.
Alrighty.
you do a
Oh,
non-lethal decapitation.
well, yeah,
Non-lethal decapitation. Okay.
yeah. I kind of like stepping on a pack of ketchup and just step on their
So
shoulder blades and
I think we're gonna kind of fade the scene out then,
that's fine.
as
That'll work.
as these like 7 to 8 guys all like take sides of you to move you around, carrying
What
you
you
down the
do,
street.
what you do, what you gonna do when the he's on
I'll
cops now.
pull you. Bad rock, bad rock. What you gonna do?
Uh,
Rock's on the frickin' version of cops for this city.
oh
I
my!
didn't do it. What are you talking about? That's
All right,
I didn't hit her.
her.
He
He hit
hit me.
me.
No,
No,
all
it's
he
just
right.
passing the
Started
blue
it.
ribbon.
ribbon. It's just Paps. He passed the blue
Edwin,
ribbon.
Edwin. Um, so after this ends, you said you were going to the library.
I'm out at the end of the crowd and I see the commotion over there and I
There's
see the guys hauling the giant off. Can I run over there and try to persuade the cops to let him go with some pieces of silver.
Oh God! The bribery that just failed now. Am I gonna have to go and
So,
find everybody's in jail?
first off, how much money do you have?
How do I find that out? I got 10 pieces of silver from them, and I'm not sure what all else I have.
I
But I
think
just seen if I could do a, hold on, what do you call it? The persuasion or
persuade.
deception.
So, if it had been like one person,
Uh-huh.
you could probably persuade them to, hey, like heavy up their pocket. It's several guys now, and they have already detained him.
Okay, so there's not
You
much I
could
can do
you
to
could
give him
try
a
to
hand.
you might be able to inform the rest of the group that he's being uh he's being bad boys.
Yeah, and I guess he's going to jail, and we'll have to figure out how we can get him out of there. Um, is there a district leader I can talk to and maybe come at that angle and persuade him that the giant's not a bad guy? He just doesn't know the ways of the town. He will make up for it. He will do community service.
So yeah, do you approach the officers to try to persuade them this way?
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So you run up to one of the officers. Hey there, how's it going? We need you to
Um,
step back if you can.
no problem, no problem. This is a friend of mine here, and he's kind of slow of mind, and I would like to be. I mean, he needs a little help here. He's on the spectrum, and we just want to give him a hand here. And can we make good what he might have done bad? And nobody's hurt. Nobody's got bloody. He hasn't killed y'all yet. Uh, he hasn't broke out of your building. He doesn't want to kill you. He didn't mean to hurt the boys, anybody's feelings. What did he do wrong?
Go
Just
ahead
tell
and
him
make
you
a
work for Vice.
go ahead and make
you're
a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Just tell him you're working for Vice and you're filming everything.
Bye.
Yeah, what do you mean? This is a violation of his rights.
Yeah.
No, and unfortunately, bud, we got to do it the right way. All right. Tell you what, if you want to come down to the station yourself, maybe pay his bail. We got to do this the right way.
Okay, I'll come down there and they'll set up the bail, and I can get him out and let him go, and I'll follow y'all down there, and we'll do that. And can I, while I'm here talking with you, does anybody in town here have any musical instruments for sale, like a lute?
You're asking the wrong person, bud.
Who? Okay, officer, who do you recommend I talk to? I know you know the town. Is there anybody around here I can talk to?
Um,
Where would you recommend a stranger going if I wanted to buy a musical instrument?
I mean, there might be some fancy places down near the Senate. They've got all types of stuff down there.
Okay. I'm looking for a particular lute that has a beautiful tone to it. It's an antique. I didn't know if you knew anything about it. But yeah, we'll go into the station. I'd like to pay his bail, get him out of here because he didn't mean any harm, no matter what he did. And I want to give him a hand.
Alrighty. So you follow them
I'll,
down. The bail gets set at 50 gold pieces.
okay, Giant, you're going to spend a couple nights in jail. I don't know how many gold pieces. How do I tell how many gold pieces I got?
I don't believe you have any. I think you've got
I
10
don't.
silver, which is equivalent to 1 gold piece.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was curious about.
They don't do crime. They
All
try
right,
to.
now he does have a special diet, and y'all will need to feed him. You don't want to see him get angry or anything if he. So just ask him what he needs to eat, and make sure he gets that. Because if you hear his stomach growl, then you might want to clear the room. Uh, Meanwhile, I'm going to go up to the library and delve into the books. I see the sign across the street there.
Alrighty. So you head downtown to the library. as you enter, you see like an odd amount of elderly people with like these long white beards coming in and out.
I head over to the desk there and talk with the ward there and ask them, can you point me to
Shh. You gotta whisper.
books on musical instruments of Southtown?
You gotta whisper.
I'm sorry, did not mean to do that. Oh, I did.
So yeah, you
It's
see
been a long
a
time.
kobold desk attendant with these large like horn rimmed glasses. How can I help you?
Greetings. Can you point me to where I can find a section of musical instruments of Volta?
Affirmative. Go down the aisle. Look to the left. Under I. That's gonna have your instrument repair shops, instrument selling shops, magical instruments, instruments of legend.
Yes.
All right.
How? My curiosity. How do I get there?
So it's down the hall to the left.
Yeah. Go down the hall to the left. I find some books there, and I feel like I'm looking at a row of library books, but one leather book stands out to me. So I
Yep.
pull it out.
This is magical instruments for the professional musician.
Can I do a history check on that?
Sure. What exactly are you looking for history wise?
I'm wanting to find out when the lute first appeared in this town, this silver lute that has magical properties, or so the legend says.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll a history check for me. Oh yeah. Um. So give me just a second. All right. So an instrument of the bards is a very rare. The specifically the one that was described to you. Um, it's not a lute. It's a mandolin. Um, it's a rare instrument. Um, it has many magical spells under it, including like fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from evil and good. And then it has its own special ones: cure wounds, dispel magic, and protection from energy. Um, and you have to actually be a bard to use this instrument. Um, many of them are from legend, basically. Like these famous people. Their instruments kind of go the way of themselves, getting moved around and uh, going from place to place. The library wouldn't, the book and the library itself wouldn't have any information on when it got here. But rich people, um, people with magic curiosities collect various magical items.
I've got to have one of these. Is there? So I'm looking up to see if there's one in town, and how do I get there? Do I need to go talk to the library attendant about this?
So it wouldn't have any of that information. It'd be kind of like just a dictionary definition or a
Right.
encyclopedia, entry of what it is. Um, Now the orc did say that the guy had a very rare instrument in his collection.
He just didn't name the guy.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in the books here saying who the guy is. I've gone through the whole book. I've looked through it. There's nothing but the definition of the book. And the librarian, maybe
Yeah. So he
it.
knew the guy. He needed basically he was looking for you to help him rob the place and you can keep the instrument.
So I need to contact the library and find out where to go to see who owns this, because I'm thinking through gossip now, maybe a bar, and where I can play some music and ask about getting this magical loot. I need to go to a bar where dwarves are, because dwarves respect gnomes.
Alrighty. Um, yeah, so you've got that destination planned out. Kind of working out how to get this magical instrument. Um, and then we go back. We kind of fade camera back over to Carathu. Now, so yeah, Carathu, you're heading back to the inn. Carathu.
Naruto.
Oops, what's up?
So you were heading back to the inn, correct?
Yeah, I was trying to look at your pieces of paper because I had an idea what to do with them, but like for some reason one of them I can't look at the punch paper anymore.
Hmm. You can't
I was
look,
trying to put it over the top of that note I found earlier because I think it says something.
and you don't have permission to.
Well, the punched paper won't even come up anymore. It's weird. I'm clicking on it and it's just got like a red box next to it.
Interesting.
But I was trying to like take that piece and put it over the top of that to see if it showed me a message because that's all I could think to do with them.
So yeah, actually, if you want to, we can actually enlarge it a little bit. Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm just zooming in on it. Let's see. Yeah, it does say something, but the problem is since I can only move around one of them.
Yeah, this is weird.
I don't know. Is it actually say something? Because that's what I think the first word is like meat.
Yeah, you've
If you just want to send me what it says, if I do it the right, because I think I know what I'm trying to do with it.
yeah, you got the yeah. Uh,
Because for some reason I can't get it to move. Okay, I guess I'm heading to a warehouse then.
go ahead and roll an investigation check. Um, well, first you might have to find out exactly what warehouse.
Guess I'll walk up to one of the workers and be like, "So, where is the kind of storages around here where you'd keep items?"
Um, so do you approach the kobold or the dwarf?
The kobold, he was pretty nice.
Mm, well, there's one a couple blocks down. That's where we keep some of the automatons and some of the spare parts and things.
Anywhere else, or is that the main warehouse for this place?
There's a couple ones, but they're a bit farther out of town. They're out in the mountains.
Oh, okay. Thank you then. I'll have to take a look at those mountain ones in a bit too then. So I head out and head to the nearest one.
Alrighty. Um. So you go down a couple blocks.
I'm
Find.
gonna take also a roundabout way to get there, and keep an eye out if I'm being tailed or something like that.
Alrighty. Um.
Something's going on.
Yeah. So you go kind of zigzagging through back going back your steps and then going forward again. Um, doesn't seem like you're being followed. Um, you definitely managed to. Nobody saw you grab either of the sheets of paper, so theoretically they shouldn't know you're coming. Um,
Ah.
but yeah, you find a very large warehouse a couple blocks down the road. Um, it is. It seems to be rather heavily locked and protected.
Hmm. Well, is there anybody standing guard around it or anything like that? And is there like a side entrance or anything like that?
There just seems to be the one like large warehouse doors, um, and you see a patrolling automaton moving in front of it,
Is it like circling the warehouse or just start standing by the door back and forth?
just basically in front of the door.
And I'm going to walk up to the automaton. Greetings.
Halt!
Excuse me, sir. I'm an inspector working for
Leave
Mr.
immediately.
Sir, I work for Ranka Gillis. He has personally given me the job to find out what happened to a specific item, and I've been led to believe there may be
Password
some evidence.
requested.
Password, eh? You don't need the password. I guess I'll just wander off and try and find a place to hide in the shadows and watch the entrance to see if anybody else shows up.
Alrighty. You could also theoretically try to sneak past.
The door is locked. There any windows on this place either?
Nope.
Oh, wait a minute. Um,
No.
let's see. Yeah, I guess I could use invisibility and just walk past him. All right, I'll go out of the area and turn invisible and then walk near him.
Alrighty. He does not see you.
All right, I'm going to go up to the door and try and get in.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check or lockpick, to try to get into the lock. Yeah, you managed to pop the lock. Does doing an action break invisibility?
I think it's an attack. Hold on.
I know it's attacks and spells. I don't know if it's just any action.
Nope, attacks are that spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Alrighty. So yeah, you're still invisible. It lasts for a minute, right?
Actually, hold on. I think it's a little longer. Hour. It's concentration.
Hour. All right. Yeah. You
So I'll
slip
try and
in.
I'll just try and slide the door crack and slip in and close it behind me.
Alrighty. You are in a very dark room.
All right. I still got my dark vision.
Alrighty. You see several like crates and like various like labels of specific part numbers and things labeled around this warehouse.
All right. I guess I'll find a place to kind of hang out and watch the entrance to the warehouse, someplace with a good view where I can hide. Because I know I've got an hour. Hopefully they'll show up soon, but just in case they don't, I need a good place when my invisibility wears off.
So I will say, that the note is old. Like this paper is very old, probably older than a year.
Oh, so nobody's actually coming to me. Okay. In that case, yeah, I'm just going to start looking around. I'm going to keep my invisibility and start looking through the warehouse to see if there's anything interesting.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll investigation. Was that 18 your investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. You manage to find like a little back area that's kind of was blocked off by boxes. You manage to like find a little hidden switch.
Guess I'll press it.
Suddenly you hear like the sounds of like gears and things turning, chains being pulled up, but you don't see any like rooms or anything.
Hmm. Can I hear where the gears seem to be coming from?
Go ahead and make a either perception or another investigation. Yeah. So you're kind of listening. It seems to come from underground.
I guess I'm going to take a look on the ground and see if there's any like stuff, anything shifted or if anything's moved at all.
So as you're moving around on the ground trying to like find something, your hand falls through the floor.
Ah, poke it. Does it look like it's like an illusion?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to slowly slide down and try and, you know what? I'm going to stick my head down to see if I can see what's down there at all.
So as you stick your head down, I think the immediate thing that hits you is a rancid stench.
Is there a floor, like, is it a deep floor below me or can I reach the bottom without any trouble? Or is there like a ladder or something?
It seems to be like uh hmm. So yeah, you can definitely find like a way to climb down.
Well, I got a rope. I can make a little like
Yeah,
shimmy way down there.
yeah,
Some tie it to one of those crates, which I
yeah,
assume are filled with automaton parts or heavy enough.
yeah.
Oh God, I just had an idea of what I'm going to find. All right, let's take a look.
So as you delve down, yeah, that stench gets like rancid. Um, Go ahead and roll another investigation for me.
Oh my God, I think I know what's going on.
Um, as you're looking around, you find okay. So, would you like to learn more? I'll give you a choice on this. Would you like to learn more about the area you're in, or specifically what the stuff in here is?
The stuff in here is.
So you you see what looks to be like the remains of dead humanoid of some sort. Like scattered viscera. You also see several like pentagrams and things drawn out in blood. Um, it
Does this look like a lab?
Not that you've ever seen, no.
I guess I'll take a mental note of all this stuff. Have I ever seen this symbol before?
Pentagrams, yeah, like it's a common like devil, from the nine hells kind of symbol. Whether it's like summoning or communing with, things like that.
Oh, perfect. Do the humanoids look like they're actual humans or just generally a couple
No.
different races or something?
Uh, from what you can see, there doesn't look to be. They're all rather short of stature and of like you can't really tell what the skin was, but the bones are very small.
Any sign of any of that green goo that guy showed me earlier?
On a 14, yeah, that's about all you get.
All right. Is there anything down there? Do I hear anything moving or anything, or does it seem to be like empty and abandoned?
If you want to go ahead and roll another investigation. Um, So yeah, you manage to you see what looks like somewhat of a secret tunnel dug out of here. It looks to go further underground, almost like this was built to be some sort of meeting point with a with some underground living creatures or something.
Hmm. Interesting. I don't know if I want to go down here alone, though. How long do I have left on my invisibility about?
I think you've probably got about 15 to 20 minutes.
All right. Well, I'm going to climb up my rope and go and hit that button again to close it potentially
Alrighty.
and try and make my way out of here.
Alrighty. And with that, you set out.
I'm going to go back to the inn, I guess.
We're
Actually, I'm
gonna.
going to do some shopping too, but we don't need to do
Alright.
that right now.
Zeke, we're gonna go ahead and head back to you. You and this master are training. Go ahead and give me those 3 Constitution checks again at advantage. Alrighty. So 2 really good ones and 1 alrighty one.
I can roll for luck on that one.
Yeah, if you want to, it'd be a good time. Or you have DM inspiration, you can choose to use that instead.
All right, there's my inspiration.
Alrighty.
I was inspired to roll 5 again.
If you want to use luck, you can do that as well.
All right, I'm gonna use one more luck. Use all my luck for the day. That's it.
So 13 is the best one.
13 was the best out of
Out of
21
those
and
ones.
13.
Yeah, out of those ones. I think that brings the average up though, right? Just a little bit.
What, 17?
20, 21, and 13.
20 plus 21 plus 13
Divided by 3. Looking for above a 15.
It's definitely not how we should doing.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of wrong math, but
3, 18.
18. So yeah, you managed to channel your key through this little trinket. You gain a new ability. I have to go to your character sheet, but you'll be able to see it real
I have
quick.
to use this trinket?
Well, it's you channeling your key through a trinket. Yeah. All right. You can choose to make it whatever you want. Your ears.
Huh? Your ears? My ears? Yeah.
Alrighty. So now, you should be able to click on your character.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh the screen anyways, just to be safe. Okay. Wait, is it
not on D&D Beyond, on Roll20. So let's move you to that map. So yeah, go ahead and click yourself.
Yeah.
You should see up towards the top, Way of the Rock.
Uh-huh.
You can set your Constitution score to 19. Oh, no, my bad. Increase your HP to 20 by 20.
Huh. Like permanently?
Yep.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Max HP. 20.
All right.
Nice.
And
Are you trying to say that whatever we're coming against is gonna suck really hard? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
It is what it is. Anyway, so I believe with that, I mean, your training ends. the master gives you a deep bow. I wish you and your brother well in your endeavors.
Thank you. Do you have anything I can heal from after all our wonderful, amazing, delightful tea?
Unfortunately, not. As your brother informed me, there seems to be a wave of undead coming, and all of it will be needed here because they'll have to pass through here.
I mean, I guess if you don't want me to go fight the undead sooner, if you don't want to spare anything for a fellow Eric Hakura that also practices the way of the monk, who has slain the dragons and
Here's a
could be your
goddamn health
only
potion.
hope. Huh?
Here's a goddamn health potion.
Thank you. That was all I needed. All right. Hey, thank you though, little old man. I'll talk to you later. I gotta go find my little goblin. And I take out my necklace of ears like this, just channeling. I feel him. I start stroking his ears like I know where he's at.
You come across Gobbert, like actually just hanging out with some of these monks, actually getting along with them, um, and that's when you come up on him.
Hold on. I have to roll a d20 to see if I'm gonna do even number. I do a flying kick to Gobbert's face. Odd number, I say Gobbert, let's go. Even number, I kick Gobbert in the face. I fly out this thing and just kick Gobbert in the face.
He is KO'd.
Come on, Stabby McStabby boy, let's go.
Mm.
Uh,
You get Gobbert in your backpack and fly back to the city. Upon making it back in the city, you guys touch on the ground. Gobbert praising the Lord that he's able to touch ground again. Immediately, you see him look to the side with a questioning look, and then he stares at you. Your brother just talked to me. He said I need to head towards him at the Senate.
all right, well.
As Gobbert starts,
I put my hand on Gobbert before he runs away, and I like hold him by the little tuxedos. Like, why don't we just fly there?
he said to meet him. He said to walk there. I don't. And as you're holding on to him, 3 police come out. That's him. We're looking for him. They grab him and
They grab Gobbert?
yeah.
Oh no, hold on. I use Sentinel on these bitches. No, they don't just take Gobbert. Like so,
We
if
got-
one comes up.
We have orders from the president to
Hold
bring
on.
him to him.
Hold on. Because are they saying this before they grab him? Because if they're grabbing him before they say this to me, one of them's about to lose an ear.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
You
they
just
don't.
come
They
and
don't.
take someone's
They don't.
property.
They don't. They don't say it. No.
Okay then. So I'm going to.
Chops off an ear.
I just take my sharp claws and I hold on. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Citizen police.
Yep. Oh dear God.
All right, so these police guys are coming up. I don't know they're police. I just see these 3 guys.
They're
come
in.
up,
They're
trying
in
to
guard uniforms.
I don't know. I'm not from around here. Hold on one second. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this. It is. Okay. Da, 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 da. Like I see one come, and I'm just like, "What are you doing?"
Hands of ear
And-
chopping.
I just like both fists come down upon this guy.
You see, like you chop off his ear, and
And I just look at him like, "Who are you? Don't touch my property."
we're the police. The president said to bring him to the Senate immediately.
Well, why don't you guys say something before you try to arrest someone that belongs to me?
He's some sort of madman. I don't know. All we got is a very cryptic and sudden message to bring him to the president.
Okay then. And I hand the guy his ear back. That's all you had to say.
the one guy's like trying to like reattach his ear. The other two are grabbing Gobbert and putting him in one of the trolleys.
I'm like they're trying to grab him. Like, no, I'll take him. I'll take him. No. I'll take. Where are we going to the Senate?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take him to the Senate, then, boys? I'm faster than your little people who have feet can't fly thing. And I guess
They're like, no, you can come join us and talk to the senators, but he's got to come with us.
All right, I'll go to the president. I'm not talking to the senators. I don't know who you guys talk to. I'm taking to the president. You said.
Yes.
All right. Where do I go? And I just jump on top of the trolley. I'm not walking.
All right.
Let's go.
They throw him in the trolley and zoom downtown, and you're hanging on top. All right, and with that, we can go ahead and call it a close.